Okay, we are a city library with 3 branches and a very large community college district. From the future. We also have a great partnership with many professionals that rotate throughout the library throughout the year. So sometimes there's a doctor there, sometimes there's a nurse, financial professional, whatnot. We would like you, a private family donor, to sponsor CLIP for the next 3 years. CLIP is Library Connections, eHarmony style. It is a platform where we are going to meet passions with resources. We're talking people, library resources, materials, and programs. We are asking for a project manager plus 2 full-time employees that'll help monitor the website and also be very proactive in making sure that the library is integrated into every part of CLIC. We are going to partner up with our community college district so that way students can help create the website and also marketing majors can help market the website to the community. Throughout the entire development process, we are going to be asking for community input to make sure that this is user-friendly and that it will actually do what we wanted to do. What we wanted to do, as I said, is make connections. We've got users that are, we've got library patrons that have expertise that we are not aware of. We want them to meet people that need those expertise.
It could be like you're fishing, but we could also be, our community has manufacturing jobs that people don't have specific skills for. There's empty jobs, there's people who need jobs, but they need that training. So we connect them with the training before they, so they're eligible for these jobs.
But the key thing is that we want to make sure that we're getting awareness out in the community about what the library has to offer. So by tying in these experts, we will tie those in with library resources, equipment that we have, programs that we're offering, so you get one great big package, all sponsored by the library.
At the end of 3 years, to try to keep this up and going, we're trying to see if we can partner up with some corporate sponsors as well. Hobby Lobby for crafters and things like that. So this is, as I said, this is something that we want to make community connections.
All right, nicely done. And questions, stakeholders, find your microphone front and we'll get going. Remember, these are questions that might be fleshing out some more information. Maybe what things aren't happening at their library, if they are able to do this or come together to do this.
No questions.
Questions? I have a question.
We just
That's the plan, right? Yeah. How is this different from Facebook?
This is different in the fact that we are trying to generate a very large database of community experts and community needs. So this is information that we're going to gather that we can use for future programming, future collection development needs as well. It also informs us of what our user groups are. I mean, as libraries, we need to stay connected with the community and keep a pulse of what's going on. And this is an excellent way to, provide a service, but also get the information that we need to stay vibrant and active within our community.
We also see it as a great tool to push information out. So if someone has, for example, put something in that they want to connect with something about cooking, let's say, the staff who we've hired for this can push out information to them about the resources that we have at the library, as well as help them find if they want to make some kind of connection within the community.
And in the same regard, we can take those requests and figure out, hey, a lot of people like cooking, for instance. Let's have a cooking program and get all those people that we know will show up now.
We want to remain nimble too. We're not going to put all our eggs in one basket to start with. It can be some rapid prototyping type deals.
All right, we have Toby has a question over here.
What if somebody in your community has a 50 Shades of Grey type expertise?
The job of the project manager is to monitor to make sure that everything is appropriate. All right.
We do want to check out equipment too, so if they have a lecture.
That's a whole other presentation. Later on, right? We have a question over here.
So how are you going to find your experts, and what are you going to do if I think your expert is terrible after
Because you can be the new expert.
We're going to obviously get out in the community and find them and have a whole vetting process. It'll be almost like applying for a job. It'll be the same thing to get those experts. And what we're going to do is allow people to review or put reviews on there, stars, whatever, so they can say, yeah, I really like this person, or this person really sucks, basically.
So we'll have just sort of a rudimentary standards and practices as opposed to the document. A human collection development policy.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, Amber has a question.
So this is a different website, correct?
Correct.
Why can't it be on the library's website? Why are you driving people to another website to go to?
There can be a portal through our website. It's not.
We really wanted to market it with Click, in terms of thinking about what is a great way to market this in the community, this one word Click. And obviously you can see it's community, learning, interest, and knowledge. But we felt it was a great way to market this tool. But it would be branded, obviously, with the library's logo. It would be on everything that we put out there, newsletter, website, whatever, will all be tied. The library and Click will be intrinsically tied together.
So it's completely supported by the library, not just something that we're throwing out there for people to pounce on and use for their own. And in 3 years' time, when we come to the end of our grant money, it might be like, this is such an integral part, we'll find a way to work it into our library budget. It might replace different things.
All right, Toby has a question over there.
I'm just like a local community expert. Why would I want to even bother with this? Like, am I trying to, what am I getting out of it? And if it's a job interview process, why do I want to be troubled with that kind of stuff?
If you're passionate about something, your chances are you're probably willing to tell other people about your passion.
So if I'm like a tutor, are you guys going to find me students?
Not for pay though, it's all for free.
So if you're passionate about history, for instance, maybe you would talk about your favorite section of history. Just brief 5-10 minute thing of, this is the Civil War, this is my favorite piece of history, blah,
So
blah.
am I putting that on like a forum or something, like a web forum?
Exactly, right. Yes, it would be a process. For example, we would want to know, if you're putting yourself forward as a history expert, well, what are your credentials? Were you a professor of history at some point?
What if I can just put it on the forum? That's not going to ask me that stuff.
The goal also is to find other people in the community that have your similar interests. So it's one of those things where, yes, somebody out in the community may have that need for that kind of interest, like you're looking for a history tutor, but at the same time you might find other history buffs and you guys can meet at the library and talk about history or do recreations or reenactments or whatnot as well. It's not just about, meeting needs, but it's also about making community connections or connections within the community for people that share your interests as well.
All right, Renee has a question over here.
I'm a kid, and I really want to participate, but I don't want to meet other adults. How do I participate? And also, I'm a parent, and I'm concerned about what my kid is I want to know what my kid is interested in. Do I have access to their information?
It is protected accounts.
I mean, technically, parents can't ask about what my son or daughter are checking out. It's already protected. So it'd be followed with the same guidelines. They don't have to meet the person. They can do everything online. It's a web interface as well. So they can click through links and go, oh, you know what? I want to know about knitting. So they can click the knitting subsections.
And they might say they don't want to meet a person. So we can have websites, books, based on interest we gauge, we could create a formal program. It's not just about people meeting people.
We have lawyers.
We have time for one more question at Toby's microphone. Sorry, Toby. Sorry, Bill.
It's kind of a two-part. You might have already answered this a little bit, but where would you be meeting? Where would these two people matched up be meeting? Is there going to be a primary space?
Yes, there's going to be a dedicated space at the library, but in addition to that, we also have community meeting rooms where they can meet. And the library is planning to do programs around this website. For example, we could have one day where our experts come together for formal training or a meetup or a social, or different groups can meet at the library. The idea is not just to have them online, but also to get them into the library, so that way they recognize the library as a community resource as well.
Would you foresee any liability issues if perhaps they leave the library together, or if they did match up with someone?
We have lawyers for that.